to the Necessary Unnecessary podcast. I'm your host, Nip Swag. This is your host,
Frisco.
Frisco is the Swag and Frisco show. Today we're talking about OJ and Nicole.
But not really.
I'm not black, I'm OJ. Okay. Now we're talking about black athletes marrying white women or dating white women once they get into the leagues. Frisco is so passionate about this. I mean, we're going to talk about it, okay?
I'm not going to say.
She is going to tell.
Hold on, let me get my refresher.
Going to tell you about it. Let me see.
First of all, I'm not passionate about it. Because I don't fuck who y'all date because I don't fuck with y'all anyway. But in my younger years, I have seen it and witnessed it, and like, if that's what you want to date because of love, that's who you want to date because that's who you love. But in reality, we all know that's not always the case. And thanks to your boy Charleston White and his little raggedy ass mouth, he had an interview, and he went on this rant talking about why black athletes date white women. And it really kind of got under my skin for two reasons. Because it was coming out of his mouth and because some of his points were valid. So it was not for real.
Okay, what did he say why they do?
Because of upbringing. It has a lot to do with it.
Who's upbringing?
The black woman versus the white women. That they're dating. You see what I'm saying? You can't say this for all, but you gotta look at the people that they're dating, the people that's in their circle. You know what I mean? Usually for how it works is maybe you might bring your homegirl and your homegirl might got friends. You know what I mean? So her circle is gonna be similar to whatever that homegirl circle is. You know what I mean? You are who you run with typically. So it's more accessible supposedly to have sex with black women. They're more promiscuous, deemed to be more promiscuous, more combative. This is what he was saying. More combative, wanting to spin the bag versus actually building the bag. So in his eyes, he was saying white women are less combative. They let white men be men and lead. And it's not funny, don't you laugh. This is what Charleston was saying.
I'm listening, go ahead.
And he was saying for the most part, most of these white men are brought up in suburbs and they come from a two-parent household and their structure of living is a lot more stable than some of the black women who are dating these athletes. You know what I mean? They may be from less stable homes, they might be gold diggers, whatever the case may be. It was really like nerve-wracking to hear him say this, but then when you sit back and really think about it and look at some of the situations that we've seen pan out with some relationships, right?
OJ and Nicole.
We're not going to talk about OJ and Nicole. Isn't OJ more hood and Nicole was more bougie, right? Like more upbringing. Like
most athletes that get on is from the hood for sure.
Especially football players. They do. Especially the football players.
The reason why I wanted to call this OJ and Nicole is because literally that is the worst case scenario that I could think of a black athlete marrying a white woman. Woo-wee.
So you don't think a black woman could kill?
They all dead now.
I'm just saying, you don't think a black woman could kill a black man?
Yeah, for sure.
But you say,
but she's more likely to throw hot grits on them than you feel me?
For real, because we ain't trying to go to jail, and the white lady knows she gonna get away with it. You know what I'm saying? If she sit here and do something, and realistically, y'all, it all stems from. It all stems.
Eddie Murphy with a white woman. I thought Eddie was keeping it.
Nah, I don't.
He liked the light skins. Don't get me wrong.
His wife, she's mixed.
I think he was. I thought he was keeping it.
See, look,
on the spectrum.
I mean, but we gonna talk about why they do this, and realistically, it stems from history. Okay,
so can I say this though?
You can say what you want.
It's not just athletes though.
It's not successful.
I feel like
successful men.
A lot of women. I'm not gonna say all are prone and programmed to try to hit the man lotto. They try to hit the man lotto. Oh, I got me a man. I'm trying to hit the lotto. I want an athlete. I want an actor. I want a rapper.
They want the man with a stable income.
Not stable, because you got a bus driver with a stable income.
Big income.
This is
that check.
excessive. you know, they want somebody that's able to buy that diamond, buy that carriage, and buy that horse and carriage. And you know what I mean? They want multiple homes. They don't want to work. Don't get me wrong. That's not a bad thing. But what are you bringing to
the table?
To the table to offset that care? Are you bringing those traditional values with you? Because you're looking for traditional values and somebody can afford the traditional values, but are you looking for that and then you want to hire a nanny, you want to hire a chef, you want to hire a maid, you want to hire you know,
you want to spend all the money,
okay,
but you're not contributing to anything coming in.
what are you doing?
I got you.
Now, if he's accepting of that and he's okay with that, and you are, you know, making it shake in the bedroom, then, you know, and that's all he requires. You don't want to make it shake in the
It's going to always shake in my bedroom. But
hey.
Sorry.
Okay. So,
was that a little too personal there?
No. But I'm just saying, you know, you can generalize everything, but I think it's a case-by-case basis. But there are some things that are more prevalent than others, especially when you look at men and women of success. Because I hear a lot of successful women complaining about the, you know, standard of men that they're...
The lack of...
Yeah, the lack of standard of men that they're... In
That's why Oprah's single. She's banging Gayle.
She got Stedman in the guest house.
Is he still there?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't even know.
We know Gayle ain't going nowhere.
I ain't even seen Oprah in a long time.
Well, she's all over the tabloid. She did. But I'm telling you why these niggas be doing this shit.
Tell me.
So no. Okay, no, but for real, think about it. The white woman has always been put on a pedestal, correct? From day one. The lighter your skin, the more pure, the more beautiful, everybody wants it. They've always been put on a pedestal since slavery. You were killed, lynched, tortured, beaten, whatever, for looking, smiling, talking to a white lady. So ever since history, we have been taught that they are here and we are here. So for you to actually get one is now putting you here. You know what I mean?
So you would say, I was going to say that, you think it's a status symbol?
Oh, indeed. Because
like having Gucci or like having Prada or like having a private jet, having a white woman. That's
it's
like
the whole package that you were denied, and now I've got access to this.
Versus, I'm not black, I'm OJ. Okay.
Versus the black women now. They talk about why we're so headstrong, so independent, so aggressive, so manly, right? Mm-hmm. History again, slavery. The black man was taken from the home. So what did the black woman have to do that white women did not have to do?
Get on welfare. No, I'm just
see what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? Ladies, I got y'all. There's more white people on welfare than anybody do. No research. But the reason why is we had to stand up and take care of our family. We had to feed the kids. We had to clean the house, take care of massa, be in the fields, do all this, please that massa, my kids. She had no time for herself, you know what I mean, whatsoever. She had to be strong. Can you imagine being pregnant in the fields and giving birth? You don't have a husband to take care of your baby. So you have to do all that on your own.
You saying that athletes choose white women when they make it because of slavery?
I'm telling you where it came from.
That's the root of it.
That is the root.
That's the conditioning in the mindset.
But think about it. Where else would it come from? Black women since then have had to do what first of all, we didn't even have rights. No women had rights, but white women were above us when it came to anything. Okay. You know what I mean? Women didn't have any rights, so we already always take.
They were protected more, for sure.
Indeed, they were because they had their husbands to protect them.
For sure.
Exactly.
They were. So, if you think about it, you get a man who's successful, and he chooses to choose someone who is not dealing with the traumas that he grew up with. Is he trying to escape the reality of where he came from, and now he wants to indulge in a world where he doesn't have to deal with somebody and they just sitting in the house talking about racism all day? I made it now. I don't want to talk about racism all day. I'm not black, I'm OJ.
See, I was with you guys. See, damn it. I was right there. I was like, yes, preach on my brother. And then,
Nah, but for real.
No, but for
the
that's
last
deep.
part was
Yeah, no.
you
But
know
that's
what I mean?
deep. That makes sense. That makes sense because when you think about it, yes, and for some, that's why they date black women, so they can have those things to relate to and talk about in what way.
But the onus is not just purely on the black man. I think it starts in college. White women see that he's on a trajectory to success, and they get on that boy soon.
Child, they be knowing all the stats.
They cater to that man, and they groom that man, and they turn him on.
But
to
again,
stuff
they were
before he
conditioned
even
to
get on.
do this.
Okay.
But again, they were conditioned to do these
And
things.
y'all was
White
conditioned
women
to
were
stress us
conditioned
out.
to take care of their men when they came home from work. They would do what? When they were gone, they cooked. They
You
cleaned.
hear what I
They
said?
What you say?
I said a lot of y'all was conditioned to stress us out.
No, we were not conditioned to stress you out, you asshole. We were conditioned to be independent because we had no choice.
A lot of y'all was conditioned to stress us
Lord.
out. Because even when you're not independent, a lot of y'all are stressing us out, and they don't.
So
wanna
white
deal
girls
with
don't
that.
stress out on black men? You just
Some of them do, and some of them
They do
don't.
because
If you get a white girl that act black, you might as well get
Oh.
a black girl, because there's a lot of them out there.
no, we don't like those. We don't.
I mean, there's a lot of them out there.
I don't. Yeah, we don't.
Let's see what somebody said.
What somebody said.
I need to get in on this topic. What you got to say, D? I see you, man. What you got to say? Let us know. It's Death Row. You feel me?
But seriously, really think about it.
Uh-huh.
Think.
There are some valid points that he made.
Okay.
Upbringing has a lot to do with the household.
Right.
Unfortunately, statistically, when you look at two-parent households, where are these women growing up? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What is it that they see on an everyday basis? If you grew up in a household where your father is not there, you're gonna grow up possibly one way. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you grew up in a household where your mother and father are there, possibly you're gonna grow up a certain way. Like for me, both of my parents are together. They still have been together, and I grew up with that.
Yeah.
I grew up with a father who took care of the house, but my mom also worked.
Right.
They both worked night and day, 50-50. You know what I mean? But at the same time, my dad, if you know my dad, you know he is definitely the provider, the rock. You know what I mean? Like my dad takes care of everybody. So I come from a household where I look for that in my man.
Okay.
He has to be a father figure, he has to be a provider, and he has to be a strong black man, because that's what I come from. I come from a strong black man and a strong black woman. Now my mother on that, if y'all know my mama, she don't play. Now when you see her, she looks like an angel. But she's very headstrong, very, she speaks whatever's on her mind, unfortunately. So I come from that. So for me, and then family, you know what I mean? Like, my mom's side is one way, my dad's side is another. So for me, I chose not to deal with certain type of men.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I chose to be a certain way. Even me being a former stripper, I was exposed to all of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The ballers.
All
Make
the
it
ballers.
rain.
All the
Do something
ballers.
strange,
For
little
real.
piece
You know
of
how
change.
to bust that bang. You know, I'm sorry. But anyway, so I've been around all the ballers, all the rappers, actors, all that stuff. You know what I mean? And yet still,
I think that it's literally about the person. You know what I mean? It's 2020, 24. It's 2024, man. If you're not choosing people for the person that they are, then what are you choosing people for real? I want to say this to all my successful brothers. If you're going to get you a snow bunny, make sure you get you a hot snow bunny. Don't go get buck tooth, no.
have you seen The Rock's wife?
I have not.
Don't get one of them ones that nobody want and you let her Scooby Boo.
I ain't gonna lie, I was hurt
them.
about The Rock. I was hurt. As fine as the way he is, his wife.
What is he though?
He's black and Samoan. What you mean? What is he?
He's like a plethora of a mirage.
He's black and Samoan. He only fucks with his Samoan side, though, for real.
Okay.
That's why you're confused, because you you don't ever really hear him talk.
I seen his show though, the Young Rock though, and he did have
What?
he showed some stuff about his black side.
He better his daddy was a wrestler. That's where he got it from.
Yeah.
You know, his daddy was black. But even his wife, Caucasus Mountain heritage.
Get you a bash, no bunny. If you're gonna get you a snow bunny.
So
If
that's
I come through with a snow bunny, she gonna be bunny.
is she? So that's what it all comes down to.
She
At the end
gonna
of the day.
be bunny.
They not necessary unless they bad. I think at the end of the day, my necessary and
Inside and out. Can I say that then? Make sure she's bad inside and out.
I agree. Because we not don't I ain't gonna call no more celebrities out because some of their wives, I was like,
Really? But that's why I said it's about the person. They picking up for the person. You know what I mean?
that
They
person,
might have
she
been
probably
there.
been there since he was in college.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Struggling.
Groomed
And the
him.
black girl.
You feel me? She built that empire with him. You can't front on the ones that was there that saw the vision and built the empire with him. Not the ones that came after the empire was built.
Yeah.
You gotta look at them any kind of way. I don't care if
I
they
agree with
black
that.
and blue.
I
green,
agree with that.
You feel me?
If I've been here since day one, you better hold me down when you get me. Damn it. No,
Because
I
you look
agree
at
with that.
Kevin Hart though. You feel me? And he went and got him a mixed chick after the sister
Exactly.
stayed with him after all the things.
Brown skin was in and then
she.
she was out.
Da.
See what I'm talking about?
He said she was stressing him out. Let me go get me somebody.
So what y'all say, chocolate is stressful?
Let's see. One of our viewers said black men and black women come under the same umbrella, meaning black women got an attitude like black men. Now white women cater to black men, and a black woman, all she wants to do is argue and worry about another woman.
Okay.
Charleston White said black women are digmatized. So that falls into
How does that fall into that? Dignified by who? By
fighting
who?
over the next woman.
Okay.
It's over the dick.
I mean, I feel like, honestly, although they won't admit it, black women are just as territorial as black men. That's
And-
my man, and don't come over here with that.
But, I mean, they try to protect what they weren't able to protect.
As they should.
You know what I mean?
As they should. I'm not saying they
When
should.
you're
not.
able to protect something and you have that right to now,
Mhm.
you're going to protect it.
For sure.
Versus when you didn't have the ability to protect that, even with your kids. You know what I mean? Like they say black women have a different way of parenting versus white women because, again, we were not able to protect our kids years and years and years. But now
And the
it's
black man wasn't able to protect the black woman.
Exactly.
So
So-
I do feel some kind of way about that.
exactly. So now you be like, nah, where you going? What she wearing? Who you doing it with? Da, da,
Oh,
da,
for
da,
sure.
da, da, da. You know what I mean?
I am.
Yeah, we know. That's why nobody can bag the swag. You have a
I'm
show
just
on
saying,
that
because if you want me to protect you, you don't put me in a position to where I have to.
I mean, I feel you. I hear you.
You know,
I mean, I
because
agree.
I'm gonna be gone behind protecting you because you move in a certain way,
And now you have no one to protect you.
right? But I protected you.
I agree.
You know,
I ain't mad.
just be careful with me while I'm protecting you for sure. Hey, what I say?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He got the fatigues on today. Oh, I can really do it today. Yes, sir. Yo, he's getting on.
Stand down, Sergeant.
Oh, shit.
They say a black woman would never buy her dude a car. A white woman.
Whoa,
Dealership,
hold on, wait, hold on, who said this?
That's my man D.
Okay, hold on. Okay, wait, now I'm about to, first of all, get paid. Now I'm about to address it. Hold on, I'm about to break it down, see, baby. Okay.
All right.
I don't know what type of women you haven't used to date,
Uh-oh.
but that's exactly what we are talking about. No offense, you might be from the hood, from what it sounds like, looking at your name on your page. With that being said, you're probably used to dealing with chicks from the hood. Okay?
Oh.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm being 100. Because now when he brought up that whole little point, I'm about to shut that all down.
I know.
I'm a black woman. My parents are both black. My mother's dark-skinned. Her family's from Louisiana. My father's family and him is from Bluefield, West Virginia. So they are very black, okay? I had a boyfriend when I was about 19 years old. I'm 41 now. He knows who he is. I don't need to say all the names. We were together about 2.5 years. He got into a situation where he had dislocated his back. messed up his back, had discs, like his discs were messed up, right? So he couldn't work. Now this is my boyfriend. I'm 19. Me being the type of woman I am, I stepped up and helped him through all of that. His recovery, I was there for him. He wasn't able to work, barely was able to walk. I took care of him.
Right.
Okay? When he got better, he wanted to get a job. He didn't even have a resume. He didn't even know how to do that. Guess who sat there and built his resume? I did. Right? Built his resume, helped him take his test to get his job, got the job. Now the man balling out of control.
And where he at though?
No, he's
With a white woman.
no, no, he's not. But when he said that comment, hold on, I'm going to go back. Before he even got that job, he didn't have an actual job. I always worked. And something happened to his car, and he needed a new transmission, right? Because he had like a Camaro or something. And apparently the Z28s and all that, you know, same kind of car or whatever. So me being the boss that I am, you know what I did when I got my taxes at 19? Bought him a brand new transmission for his car.
Yeah.
So he was able to drive and pick me up from work, baby.
For sure.
So let's not make comments saying a black woman would never do this and that. Because if you know anything about cars, you know a transmission, just like you know, buying a new car. That's a whole new engine, damn near. You know what I mean? Like, if you're my man, you will be taken care of. Period.
But I will say, my man, with them.
I don't like
I
when
just
you
see
say
my
like that.
man with them on vacation and stuff. I ain't finna put him on blast and all that. So I don't think he's coming from a place of, you know, and it wasn't with a white chick.
I didn't even bring a race with that
I mean?
comment. Yeah.
So I will say, like I said a little while ago, it's about the person.
It is.
It's about the person.
It is.
It's about the person, and it's about the person.
But it is.
Nah, but for
but
real,
your upbringing, your
though,
environment, the
it
type of
is
people you
crazy.
are around, it
It's
definitely
tough.
influences you
It's
and
tough.
how you view things. You know what I mean? If you hang around with a bunch of people who are always sour and bitter and talk down on bitches, and that's exactly what you are. That's the energy you're going to attract to yourself.
I'm the true definition.
Am I
of
lying?
It takes a village to raise a child.
It does.
And I feel like
takes a village to raise a
come
child.
in contact and interacted with so many, so many people, and to this point, I would say focus on what really matters, though. For real, though. You know what I mean? If you could build with that person, because I ain't settling for nothing less than a power couple. For real. If you ain't no power couple, you wasting my time. Whoever that power couple is for you, whoever you could be equally yoked with, and y'all can work together as a team, and y'all can make progress, and y'all can, go take over the world, that's who you need to do that with. Whoever is taken away from that, if you stack 3 bricks and they take 1-2 bricks, and then that ain't the one that you need to be building with, because every time you stack 3 bricks,
They gonna slow
they
you
hiding
down.
2 bricks, they breaking a brick, they, you know what I mean? They taking away from the foundation of what y'all trying to build. So I would say this: if you know what I mean, you an athlete, you get on, you get that deal, you get that draft, you hit that. Don't get somebody that you
What
can
is
just do for. You hit that bankroll, you hit that lotto, and she's coming for the man lotto. Make sure she can do
Or
for,
get a prenup.
make sure she can do for you what you need for her to do, and make sure that if something happens to where all that happens to fall, that she gonna help build and not just go away with all that fall.
I agree.
And that's my necessary and unnecessary. And get you a bad wife.
You know, and get you a
If you gonna get you a white chick,
She better be bad.
my brother.
I say stay black and stay proud. Stay black and stay proud. Stay strong. Oh, sorry.
No, I'm just saying. That's it. We good.
We good.
We straight.
We good. We straight.
What I say? Necessary Unnecessary podcast. Check us out. Sunday we're gonna be on the
Cinco de Mayo.
on Cinco de Mayo. We're gonna be on the Smart Love podcast, talking about smart love. Tune in to that, and we out.
Stay black and proud.
Hey.